Sure. Here's a detailed YouTube article on the 1983 Volkswagen Golf Mk1, crafted for engaging automotive content. The icon reimagined. 1983 Volkswagen Golf Mk1 as a hatchback that changed everything. In the ever-evolving world of automobiles, few models have left as profound a mark as the Volkswagen Golf Mk1. When it launched in the mid-1970s, it represented a dramatic shift for VW, moving away from the Beetle's rear-engine, rear-wheel drive layout to a modern, water-cooled, front-engine, front-wheel drive design. But in 1983, the Mk1 was at its peak, refined, adored, and setting benchmarks that would shape the hatchback category for decades to come. This article takes a deep dive into the 1983 Volkswagen Golf Mk1, how it came to be, what made it iconic, and why it remains a beloved chapter in automotive history even today. A brief legacy. Before the Mk1, by the early 1970s, Volkswagen was at a crossroads. The Beetle, although a global phenomenon, was beginning to show its age. It was reliable but outdated in both design and driving dynamics. Enter Giorgetto Giugiaro, the Italian design maestro behind Il Design. VW commissioned him to design a new car that would pull the company into the modern era. The result, the Golf Mk1, a boxy, front-wheel drive hatchback that prioritized practicality, handling, and simplicity. Its angular design, wide hatch, and spacious interior stood in stark contrast to the Beetle. It was the dawn of a new era for Volkswagen. Section under the hood in 1983. By 1983, the Golf Mk1 had matured significantly. It came in several trims and engine options, catering to a wide range of buyers. Engine options ranged from 1.1 liters to 1.8 liters inline-4 gasoline engines, with diesel options available as well. The performance-oriented GTI model featured a fuel-injected 1.8 liters engine producing 112 beasts in its class. Most models came with a 4-speed manual transmission, with 5-speed manuals and 3-speed automatics available on higher trims. Front-wheel drive and light-weight design gave the Golf excellent handling and fuel economy, with mileage often exceeding 30 miles per gallon. The 1983 models benefited from years of refinement. The suspension set independent McPherson struts at the front and a twist beam axle at the rear was simple yet effective, offering a firm but comfortable ride. Section degrees interior and practicality. Despite its compact footprint, the Golf Mk1 was incredibly spacious inside. Volkswagen's engineering maximized cabin room with upright seating and a high roofline. Here's what the 1983 version offered. Manual crank windows and simple dashboard controls reflected its no-nonsense ethos. A large, clear instrument cluster gave you everything you needed and nothing more, nothing less. Folding rear seats allowed the hatchback to transform into a cargo hauler, offering excellent practicality. Higher trims and the GTI featured upgraded upholstery, sporty steering wheels, and even a touch of faux wood or chrome accents. In 1983, the Mk1 Golf was one of the few small cars that didn't feel cheap. It was economical, but not stripped down. Thoughtful touches gave it an upmarket feel compared to its peers. The GTI legend grows. We can't talk about the 1983 Golf Mk1 without highlighting the model that created the hot hatch segment. While the first GTI launched in 1976, by 1983, it had reached full maturity. The 1.8 liters engine gave it a serious kick for such a small car. 0-60 miles per hour came in around 8.2 seconds. Lightning quick for its time. Red accents, a unique grille, tartan seats, and alloy wheels helped the GTI stand out. Despite the added power, it remained just as usable and economical as any other Golf. The GTI was proof that driving could be fun, affordable, and practical all at once. It set a precedent that would influence car makers for generations. Global success and variants. By 1983, the Mk1 Golf was already a global car, produced not just in Germany but also in the UK, US, South Africa, and even Yugoslavia. It went by different names in different markets. Rabbit in the US, City Golf in South Africa, where it was produced all the way until 2009, Caribbean Mexico. Trim levels varied, but the essence remained, a durable, fun-to-drive hatchback for everyone. The evolution and end of the Mk1 era. 1983 was essentially the final full production year for the original Golf Mk1 in many major markets. The Mk2 was just around the corner, offering more space, updated styling, and improved safety. However, the Mk1's legacy would continue in other regions for years. In fact, it was so well loved that Volkswagen South Africa continued producing the City Golf until 2009. The Mk1 became a cult car in the tuning and enthusiast communities. Restored or modified Mk1 GTIs can still fetch high prices in today's classic car market. The original formula of simplicity, style, and fun-to-drive character has never gone out of fashion. The idea assists a dealer restoration and modern relevance. Today, the 1983 Golf Mk1 is a classic. Enthusiasts around the world continue to restore and modify these cars, appreciating abundant parts availability thanks to VW's massive aftermarket, DIY-friendly engineering, perfect for new and seasoned mechanics alike, a design that looks just as clean and modern now as it did in the 80s. Whether you're building a period-correct GTI or a modern race mod with a turbocharged swap-in digital cluster, the Mk1 remains a blank canvas for creativity. The why it still matters today. So, why should you care about a hatchback from 1983? Because the Golf Mk1 was the car that defined what a compact car should be. Fuel efficient, but not boring. Practical, but still stylish. Simple, but engineered to last. It democratized performance with the GTI, gave birth to an entire category of cars, and helped save Volkswagen at a crucial time. In many ways, every modern hatchback from the Ford Focus to the Hyundai i30 owes something to the Mk1 Golf. Final thoughts. The 1983 Volkswagen Golf Mk1 wasn't just another small car, it was a movement. It stood at the intersection of affordability, innovation, and driving pleasure, and it has lived on through decades of successors and countless imitations. For collectors, restorers, and everyday drivers alike, the Mk1 remains a symbol of how brilliant a simple car can be. It's not flashy or futuristic, but it doesn't need to be. Its charm lies in how perfectly it does exactly what it was designed to do. And in that, the 1983 Golf Mk1 is nothing short of legendary. Would you like a voiceover script or thumbnail text for this article?